On Saturday, September 6, 2025, a heavy, humid afternoon in central Massachusetts set the stage for something far more dangerous than a typical summer storm. The air was thick and still, the kind of oppressive heat that makes every movement feel slow, and the sky seemed to press down on the quiet neighborhoods of Holden. As a powerful cold front collided with moist air, ominous clouds began to tower and swirl over Holden, just north of Worcester. The atmosphere grew tense, and residents watched as the sky shifted from gray to an unsettling greenish hue, a classic warning sign of severe weather. By 4:07 p.m., a funnel cloud dropped from the sky, touching down as a tornado and racing east at 40 miles per hour. The suddenness of its arrival left little time for anyone to react, and the roar of the wind was deafening. The wind roared, windows rattled, and the sky darkened as the tornado carved a destructive path. Trees bent nearly double, and debris began to fly through the air, battering homes and cars. For 15 intense minutes the tornado tore through the area, its column packed with debris and dirt, a terrifying sight against the stormy sky. The sound was like a freight train, relentless and overwhelming, as the tornado moved relentlessly across the landscape. The event was brief but devastating, ending by 4:19 p.m. as the tornado lifted and the storm moved on. In its wake, silence returned, broken only by distant thunder and the first cries for help. Even after the tornado passed, severe thunderstorms continued, bringing heavy rain and hail. Streets quickly flooded and hailstones battered rooftops, compounding the damage already done. The sudden touchdown in Holden was a stark reminder. Tornadoes, though rare in New England, can strike with little warning and immense force. Emergency sirens blared, but for many, the warning came too late to do more than seek the nearest shelter. Residents were left reeling, the landscape transformed in moments. Streets once familiar were now unrecognizable, littered with broken branches, shattered glass, and the remnants of everyday life. The community would soon learn just how much damage nature could unleash in a quarter of an hour. Uprooted trees, damaged homes, and scattered belongings told the story of the storm's fury. The threat had passed, but the aftermath was only beginning. As emergency crews arrived and neighbors checked on one another, Holden faced the daunting task of recovery, united by the shared shock of what had just occurred. Meteorologists track the storm closely using Doppler radar, which reveals wind movement inside thunderstorms. On radar, we saw a classic velocity couplet, winds moving rapidly in opposite directions, signaling strong rotation. This pattern is a clear indicator that a tornado is forming or already on the ground. The Holden storm's rotation was textbook, prompting immediate concern and action. Radar allowed us to issue a tornado warning before the funnel even touched down, buying precious minutes for those in its path. Unlike the past, we no longer had to wait for eyewitness reports. The technology gave us real-time confirmation. We tracked the storm's rotation as it moved east, pinpointing communities at risk. This advancement in radar technology has saved countless lives by enabling earlier, more accurate warnings. On that day, it was a race against time, technology versus nature. The warning went out just in time, giving people a critical chance to seek shelter. Beyond just detecting rotation, radar technology revealed another crucial clue, what meteorologists call the debris signature, or debris ball. This is a telltale sign that a tornado is not only present, but is actively interacting with the ground below. When a tornado touches down, it violently hurls debris, pieces of homes, trees, and anything in its path, high into the air. On radar, this appears as a concentrated high reflectivity spot, standing out from the surrounding storm. This signature confirmed that the tornado was not just forming, but was already on the ground, causing real and immediate damage to everything in its path. For the town of Holden, the debris ball appeared on radar shortly after 4:07 p.m., erasing any lingering doubt about the tornado's presence and its destructive intent. In the past, confirmation of a tornado relied on delayed eyewitness reports or damage assessments after the fact. Today, advanced radar gives us instant, undeniable evidence as events unfold. This leap in technology allows meteorologists to upgrade warnings in real time and urge immediate action. A confirmed tornado is on the ground. Take shelter now. Seconds can make all the difference. The debris signature also lets us track the tornado's path as it moves, providing precise, life-saving information to emergency responders and the public. For those in the storm's path, the warning was no longer just a precaution. It was a fact, a direct message that danger was imminent and action was needed. Technology has transformed chaos into clarity, helping people understand the true danger and empowering them to make life-saving decisions in moments of crisis. The debris ball, while sobering, became a vital tool in protecting lives, giving communities the information they needed to respond quickly. It marked the tornado's destructive journey across the region, leaving a visible footprint that could be tracked, studied, and learned from for future storms. As soon as radar confirmed the tornado, the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning at 4:15 p.m. The alert went out on TV, radio, and directly to cell phones through the wireless emergency alert system. Residents in Holden, West Boylston, Shrewsbury, and Worcester received urgent instructions: seek shelter immediately. The message was clear. This was not a drill. People rushed to basements, interior rooms, or wherever they could find safety. Community events like the Pride Worcester Festival were paused as organizers moved people to shelter. Businesses and families acted fast, moving to secure spots and making quick decisions on the road. The rapid spread of information was crucial, saving lives by giving people just enough time to act. The effectiveness of these warnings was measured in the lives protected that day. In moments, a normal Saturday became a race for safety. The tornado's brief rampage left a trail of destruction across central Massachusetts. Trees were snapped and uprooted, blocking roads and damaging homes in towns from Holden to Belchertown. Downed power lines caused widespread outages, leaving thousands without electricity and complicating emergency response. Large hail-battered cars, shattered windows, and damaged roofs, adding to the chaos. Streets were littered with debris, and travel became hazardous for residents and first responders alike. Community events were disrupted, and daily life ground to a halt. The storm's impact extended far beyond the tornado's narrow path, affecting entire towns. In the aftermath, neighbors checked on each other and began the long process of cleanup. The storm was a powerful reminder of nature's ability to upend lives in minutes. Recovery would take days, but the community's resilience was already on display. After the storm, National Weather Service teams hit the ground to confirm the tornado's path and strength. They look for telltale signs, trees converging inward, roofs torn off, and debris patterns unique to tornadoes. The enhanced Fujita EF scale rates tornadoes by the severity of damage, not size or appearance. Survey teams document every detail, comparing damage to standardized indicators to estimate wind speeds. This data is vital for historical records, research, and improving future warnings. The survey also validates the community's experience, providing answers for insurance and disaster relief. Officials use the findings to allocate resources and plan recovery. Comparing ground surveys with radar data sharpens our forecasting tools. The NWS team's work turns chaos into knowledge, helping protect communities in the future. For Holden, the survey brought clarity and closure after the storm. It's the bridge between destruction and understanding. When a tornado warning sounds, every second counts. Immediate action is critical to protect yourself and your loved ones. Don't wait to see the tornado. Move to safety as soon as you hear the sirens or receive an alert. The safest place to be during a tornado is an underground shelter or a basement. If you don't have access to one, choose a small, windowless interior room or hallway on the lowest floor of your home, such as a bathroom or closet. Stay away from windows and exterior walls, as these are most vulnerable to flying debris and strong winds. Get under something sturdy, like a heavy table or workbench, and cover your head and neck with your arms, a mattress, or thick blankets. Flying debris is the greatest danger during a tornado, so protecting your head is essential for survival. Avoid sheltering under heavy objects on upper floors, and never stay in a car or mobile home. These structures offer little protection and can be easily overturned or destroyed by tornado winds. If you're caught outside with no shelter, find a low-lying area like a ditch, lie flat, and use your arms to shield your head. Stay alert for rising water and move only when it's safe. Every family should have a designated shelter spot and practice getting there quickly. Regular tornado drills help everyone remember what to do, even under stress. Prepare a disaster kit with essentials: water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, extra batteries, and a first aid kit. Include any necessary medications, important documents, and comfort items for children or pets. A battery-powered weather radio can provide life-saving updates if power and cell service fail. Make sure it's easily accessible and check the batteries regularly. Having a clear emergency plan eliminates panic and confusion, saving precious seconds when it matters most. Make sure everyone in your household knows the plan. Preparation is your best defense. Know where to go and what to do before a storm strikes. Review your plan and supplies regularly and update them as needed. Quick, decisive action can mean the difference between life and death. Stay alert, stay prepared, and always take tornado warnings seriously. As the storm passed, stunned residents emerged to a landscape transformed by destruction. Streets were blocked by fallen trees and debris, but neighbors quickly checked on each other and began clearing paths. Emergency crews worked to restore power and close off dangerous areas, prioritizing hospitals and critical infrastructure. For many, recovery meant contacting insurance, finding contractors, and coping with the emotional toll. The storm's impact would linger, but the community spirit shone through in acts of kindness and cooperation. The path to normalcy would be slow, built one step at a time. The storm lasted minutes, but recovery would take weeks. Together, the community began the long journey back. The cold front that fueled the tornado brought a dramatic shift in weather. Hot, humid air was replaced by cooler, drier conditions, ending the threat of severe storms. Cleanup was complicated by lingering rain and dreary skies, making recovery work more difficult. As the week began, the forecast promised gradual clearing and a return to sunshine. Temperatures would remain comfortable, helping residents focus on rebuilding. The storm's memory lingered, but better weather offered hope. Clear skies and calm days would aid the ongoing recovery. The community looked ahead, determined to rebuild stronger than before.